me those big rounds and I'll take you downtown. We'll paint it red before we lay down our heads.
Hey everybody, G-Bags with Our City Radio, and I'm in Portland, Oregon with Steve Hale, and we're at Jimmy Mac's tonight. He's going to put on an incredible show. So tell these guys a little bit about your music, your background, and very quickly how you arrived to where you're sitting today.
My background is pretty varied. I mean, I grew up playing, pop rock, and then I did the glam rock thing in the '80s. But I've always loved the singer-songwriter thing. I've always loved, anything from Harry Chapin to, Elton John and Billy Joel, all those different kind of guys. But I also like the edgier stuff too. I also was really inspired by my grandmother, who was honestly, way back in the '20s, she was on the vaudeville stage. So she was actually a part of the Gorgeous George sisters on the vaudeville stage, and the guy splits my mind. The guy with the Rockettes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sure.
I always tried to court her to get her to be in it, but she thought it was too racy. So anyway, she inspired me at a very young age because she was a piano player, and so.
So did you have the glam rock hair back in the day?
Oh my gosh, yeah, the big blonde, whoosh, yeah, Aquanet, gig ready, absolutely. Yeah,
who were the guys back then?
Oh, so I was I was in a band called Cashmere. We loved U2 back then, and Duran Duran, and all those kind of bands. Everything from the more new wavy stuff to the more techno stuff, and then the more rock stuff too. So it was kind of all of it. It was a great time to be in a band in the '80s because there's a million places to play.
Portland was hot then.
Very hot.
Very hot.
Very hot.
So you've transitioned then into what you're doing now.
Transitioned, I mean, by way of going from here down to California a few different times, and then back here, and then constantly. I don't know if it's reinventing yourself, but it's constantly discovering the type of person and musician and artist you are, and so just refining that over the years, and then just writing and writing and writing. I've probably written, I don't know, 500 tunes, something like that.
What would you say to this point here? What has been your greatest accomplishment as a musician?
God, that's so hard to say. It's I guess just being able to writing songs, but just having the ability to write songs and have people listen to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of a general comment, but that's really the truth. I mean, playing a tune and having, whether it's one guy sitting there listening to it and getting it, or whether it's an audience of 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, it's those moments I look for. Those are the things I look for.
It's artists like you that we really enjoy having, because you have been there for a couple decades, I would say.
Yeah, something like that.
Imagine a gymnasium, and you've got a packed house of 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, all want to be musicians. You're the guest speaker.
Yeah.
What would you tell these kids? Hey guys, here's some advice to you from someone who's been there. What would you say to them?
I would say, as far as writing songs, I would challenge them first. I would teach them a little bit about what it's like to write a song with a verse and chorus, and then record the mechanics. But I would say, be brave enough to write a bad song. Write a bad song. Pursue writing a bad song. Even if you pursue writing a bad song, it's probably not going to be that bad. Or there's going to be a kernel that you're going to go, and you're going to learn from that. You take from that, and you get to go on. So you get the pressure taken off of you to try to write a song, because everybody thinks when they first try to write a song, oh, I can't do that. It's too hard. Not every song you write is going to be the greatest thing in the world. But there are going to be some challenges.
If there were, every album you bought would be a great song.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not great. I mean, you buy an album, you like a lot of the songs. Maybe you get that one little quirky tune on the album that you really love, and that nobody else loves. It's kind of like your own private song. But so be brave enough to write a bad song, because the gems will come along.
Do you find that now, the older that you've gotten, the perfectionism comes in and the wisdom comes in? You wish you would have known 20 years ago what you've learned now as an artist?
Of course! Oh my God, yes.
That's a simple question.
Yeah, I wish I was as good of a writer.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done that you look back and go, oh, dude, why did I?
Getting in arguments with your bandmates, just so dumb for trivial reasons.
Were girls ever involved?
No, it's usually music. Yeah, I hope girls are involved. We'll say no.
So you're riding a pretty good wave right now. Things are going well. You've got a good crowd. You're playing at one of the best venues in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Jimmy Max, by the way, fabulous venue.
Yeah.
What's the next goal that Steve Hale has out there that is on the pipeline? What's coming?
You know, I want to get my music in front of bigger crowds and larger festivals, and create a buzz. I'm doing some recordings right now, and working on some videos, and so just did a photo shoot. So things are just kind of moving along. We're kind of building the brand, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to talk about that, but that's really what we're doing, and kind of focusing in on. I'm trying to cull through all the songs that I've written to try to figure out which ones work together,
right,
and which ones kind of create this. We're kind of going for this album of kind of, I don't want to say romantic music, but music that they create babies to. We're trying to make one of those. So we're trying to make one of those albums that kind of puts in the soul in there.
Right.
So kind of a soul edge, but still the sincerity of the singer-songwriter.
Very well said. Your favorite songwriter, who is it? I always like the Bernie Taupin and Elton relationship.
I love that relationship.
Great relationship.
That stuff is great. I didn't like his newer stuff as much.
Right.
I really love. Totally not an instrumental guy, but Pat Metheny is one of my favorite guys too, because of his textures. And I love jazz guys, but I love Thomas Dolby, the way he writes music. He blows my mind. I know, Neil Finn of Crowded House. Neil Finn by himself. I mean, Woodface is one of my all-time favorite albums. Great songwriter. So I would probably put him at the top, at the very top. Yeah. But there's so many. I mean, there's so many.
There are so many, and that's an interesting thing to ask artists. And you try to, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's this person." Okay, everybody's heard of him. But then you hear the one, the obscure one, going,
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Never heard that. Yeah.
What do you think? Our City Radio, with internet radio, giving you guys a chance to bring your music in for free. Do you think that's going to assist you guys to be heard all around the world?
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to be able to get pockets of people, fan base that say, hey, I really like this artist, and then it'll kind of build up a fervor, and then hopefully build them up enough interest where you can go, okay, I'm going to do a little tiny tour in these select cities.
Yeah.
You can pinpoint where you want to go instead of just doing that broad brushstroke, which costs a lot of money to do. So
it is expensive to go out there to travel, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. It is. Yeah, and the $50 gig still exists. So
you're making that much? I've talked to guys lately, dude, we had to pay to play.
No, that was, I've never done that. Never had to do that. Never, ever had to do that.
So are you looking forward to tonight's show? And is this something you do all the time? Because you're in 3 bands in one night.
I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Because I played in 5 different bands. I've been wanting to put together a show where I can show everybody else what I'm experiencing, because I get to see it from all, like doing all the rehearsals for this. I'm like, you guys don't know, it's all turning out great, and it's all very different. It's still the singer-songwriter vibe with everybody, but we all have our own unique spin and stuff. So, yeah, I love it. I want to do more things like this and produce more shows, play bigger shows with different bands.
Absolutely. So on a day like today, I mean, again, the guy's playing in 3 bands tonight. This is going to be a long day. How do you prep for today? Do you get up, rest your voice, drink tea, eat? What do you do on the daily show?
I'm a fastidious kind of want to make sure everything's ducks in a row, so I get up early to make sure that I have left no stone unturned, and I've made sure that everything is when that's done, then I can chill out, and then I can relax. Now I'm at that point where everything's done. Now people arrive, and I just got to play the music, and that's the fun part. So yeah, all the other stuff's taken care of.
You're feeling good tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
Well, I don't think we've discussed either. Obviously, you're a singer-songwriter, but what's the instrument you're playing in these bands tonight?
Well, tonight in my band, I play guitar.
Yeah.
And acoustic and electric. But in the other bands, I'm playing bass.
Bass.
And guitar would be my main instrument. Bass would be my second.
No. Any harmonica or not?
No, never learned that from harmonica.
No.
No, not a Dylan guy.
Wrong guy. That was another artist. Sorry, I thought you played harmonica. Hey folks, Steve Hale from Portland, Oregon, another great local musician. So I forgot to ask you.
Yeah.
We don't have your music uploaded to Our City Radio. Can we look forward to that soon?
Yes, we can. As soon as I get past this gig right here, that was my next thing to do.
Steve Hale coming on our Americana station for Our City Radio. G-Bags, your city, your talent,
Our
our radio.